Hi everyone, this is going to be a energetic energy tap-in. It's also going to discuss the 12-12. We're also going to discuss energies around that. We're going to discuss, I might touch base on the Christ conscious days, which is 24th, 25th, 26th, okay? But I might do a separate video on that, okay? Now, these readings, I know some people are not too keen on astrology, but we'll have a bit of astrology, but I'm tapping into energies. And this is part of the December reading that I did. I'll link it in the description box below. I know that some of you beautiful souls have seen it. So you will know that the 7th and 8th, we had sort of an energy that supports us actually, maybe asking for things, or, you know, sort of really understanding what we want out of our lives, ready to see if we can receive some things or a wheel in motion around the 3rd week. I actually found the 7th quite heavy, but I don't know if it was just sort of because of some things. But the 8th was much better, the 9th got even better, and then the 10th. Now we're going into sort of this 2nd week that I was on about, which was nice. I mean, it started getting the harmony. I started feeling that harmony after the 7th and 8th, I said, was around the 1st week of the energies being a bit icky, so that is good. And then we've got this week that hopefully is going to stay harmonious. And so I thought I'd read on the 12-12 because I really feel like we're calling in angels here. Now, this weekend, the energies, especially Sunday, so as you see this, we're probably just passing Sunday for some of you. If you're in the US, then it's going to be probably your Sunday. If you're seeing it later date, it doesn't matter. But these are going to be energies that are going to go up until the 12th. Because I'm talking about the moon being in Scorpio, all right? And then it moves into Sag on the 12th, all right? Now, this is a balsamic moon in Scorpio, which means a bit of a dark moon and can make your mind and mood be very low, but especially like you need something more, a reminder that all you need is already within you. And that's why I'm doing this. That's the reminder I want to give you. All you need is already within you. For some of us, I think we really need to know that when we're going through transitions and making decisions, we tend to lose into fear. And our home is us. Our home is where we are. It's us. We are the home, wherever we are, okay? Now, I will be doing world predictions, by the way. I've already noted them down. I don't want to delay it. I keep noting them and I keep delaying. And because I've written them, and I feel like I'm going into a fire energy of really wanting to discuss everything I want to channel and say, and I can't keep up with the recordings. One thing I do want to mention is that a Patreon member had mentioned to me about a girl in Ireland who had been shot. And I don't really know if they know who it is, if the person's been found, what the story is behind it. I haven't researched it. And so if anyone knows about it, can you just do a little comment? I don't really want too many details in case I need to read on it. But it was something that came up. So back to the energies this week. So the Scorpio moon, yeah, it might be asking you to feel that you want to feel a bit more. It might make your mind and your mood waver quite a bit, and you need to understand that you are your home. Where you are is your home. So stay positive. A lot is being revealed about the past and things you allowed to come up. Remember I said about Mercury retrograde, so we've got that until the 1st of January, and we're in the pre-shadow. 13th it goes into Mercury, into full Mercury direct, not post, so it's no longer in pre-shadow. And we also have the what did I want to say, sorry, this 12-12 is very significant. I'm a bit all over the place, and I think it's because I've got these cards here, and half the time I just use them. It's like I'm going to do the energy reading of Megan. I'm just going to tap into her energy and I'll pull cards, but I can tell you exactly what I want to say psychically, but I feel like people like imagery. So maybe I put myself on camera instead. Not that I'm better than the cards. I really don't know what's happening today, but you can see what's happening with the energies. Look at that, interesting. You know, there's only one card in the deck that way, which is beautiful. Can you remember I said about the 7th and 8th and get ready to receive around the 3rd week? And I said about the 2nd week being harmonious, and I'm talking about the 12th energy that I've got. Again, giving and receiving. Giving, receiving, harmony. And what's interesting here, I've just seen this actually an 8. And before I started this reading, I'd noticed my phone charge is at 88, and I've noticed it a few times. But infinite giving and receiving. Infinite that when we give out love, we receive love. Infinite that humanity should be about love. Giving and receiving. Purity from the heart chakra, from the green energy that I discussed. So, you know, when I say about energy updates or your message of the week, etc., there's more to it than that. It's just the title. And if you've got a suggestion of a title that will really grab or speak, then let me know. But I think people might think that it's just astrology when it's actually energies that I tap into. So don't get into internal conflict here, all right? I'm going to do something and it will really test for you to see something. I feel like the bottom of this deck, or where I decide to split it, is going to indicate for me internal conflict that we might be feeling. 5 of Wands. This is external and internal conflict. So, because I don't really boast much about my psychic abilities, but then maybe if you check the cases of Maddie and Nicola Bully, you will see that I haven't changed my outcome on those things. Well, let's go back to this energy. The moon in Scorpio. Some of you might be feeling that way. I want you to focus on this card. Focus on what I mentioned with it. A lot is being revealed with that Mercury retrograde. I said about the past and things you've allowed up till now, but this is bringing you closer to yourself and realizing your inner strength. Realizing that I'm saying to you, and put this as a marker, you can use this at any time, it's timeless. I feel like we need it, and I say that because I'm also human regardless, right? And we don't know what's going on in each other's lives. I might be recording this, but you have no clue of what's happening in my life. I have no clue of who's watching me or where you're watching from. You know, sometimes I see in other channels comments that someone's saying about sorry, just give me a moment. That they're watching stuff and they're out on the streets. If you know my readings, I'm clairsentient, so I pick up on energy. So there's a lot of people that are in suffering, and we have the wars going on, and I think it's very naive of us to stay in judgmental energies of what is externally shown, and you really have no idea of what just a gentle smile can do. At the same time, you could give a smile out and you could actually be faced with an absolute TOSSER who says, what are you smiling at? But for me, what happens then is I just laugh within inside of me if that's the case. But, you know, I think we just need to step away from that, you know, and where we're able to give, we give, and where we're able to receive, we will receive. It's a circle. Okay. Sorry for that moment, but you know, I do pick up on energies and I do tap into energies, and it can be overwhelming. But yeah, the Mercury retrograde begins in a few days. Stay out the way, keep quiet. It can get a bit crazy. That new moon in Sag can be a bit powerful, but it's positive, right? Everything's positive, everything's clearing. Now, go back to 2019, December, around the 12th. During that week or even that month, what was happening? What was sort of clearing out for you? What might be very similar now or is changing? Did you feel like this has been a rabbit hole? Did you feel then you was in a rabbit hole? Do you feel like you're in a rabbit hole these sort of since 2019 until now? That is shifting. That is shifting, which is beautiful for us. It's, you know, it's really good news. And I wonder how that dynamic is going to change, because I think we had so many hopes on, you know, thinking about 2019, the C virus hit. And each year we were like, yes, this is the year we can travel, this is the year where things get better. And yes, it changed us. And I think it's changing us for a big, massive change and shift. We will be closing out a 400 cycle very soon. And so the things that we're going through might seem, it's like, when you close out such cycles, they have to be slow. They can't just be overnight. We're just changed, because we're not robots, you know. So things like that take some time, and people change at their own pace as well. Now with the 12-12 and this 8, I feel an angel comes in. Mercury is retrograding and it's in Capricorn at 8 degrees. And will sextile Venus and Pallas Athena in Scorpio with a harmonic trine in Jupiter in Taurus. Where's the Taurians keeping us grounded? Jupiter, Saggy, where are you? Jupiter used to be the ruling planet of Pisces in the longer, further back as well. 8 degrees. Interesting. Look at that. Look how Spirit speaks to us. 8. And it's the first time I ever noticed that on the card. I think I mentioned 8 degrees, 8. And at 88% on my phone. And is a manifestation number right now, what I'm picking up for us. An attitude of abundance and energies of values and wisdom. It's going to be a really nice energy to tune in and radiate harmony. I mentioned about the week of harmony. Inspiring confidence and joy. You'll be full of uplifting words and thoughts. And if you're feeling that energy, spread it. Keep it with you, but spread it to others as well. It's also a good day to meditate if you want, if you're feeling that energy to do so. Some of you might be feeling so good that you're like, actually, I've been feeling with Neptune. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. Neptune has been in retrograde, and so some of us might be feeling like, I just want to sleep, can't handle this, I feel fatigue, I can't focus, rose tinted glasses, it just seems overwhelming to make decisions, etc. But that will be shifting, and so you might feel like, actually, I've not had the energy to actually focus and do anything, so I am going to get productive. But there's going to be peace and love from the other side coming in from your spirit team as well. Tune in spiritually if you feel the call to, and be willing to elevate your views of humanity. Again, it's interesting, I tapped into the pain and suffering, and we're all feeling it in different ways. And angels are going to come in, and you can call on them, especially when you're in the most need of them yourself. and perhaps you are the angel coming to the aid of others. I feel that that is the case for some of the subscribers on my channel, because you're called to that energy. And so again, but don't deplete yourself and overgive from boundaries, or like me, tap into energy and be overwhelmed from that energy. Preserve your energy. So the last Mercury retrograde of the year, and it's at 8 degrees, and it's got all kinds of vibes, all right? But there's also a bit here with this energy of 12-12 and the week that I mentioned, that there could be manifestations and miracles that are coming in that will be seen, or signs, the third week. Tap into the December reading I did. Now, Mercury vibing with Pallas Athena, I know that some of us don't like astrology, but really does help tie in with the channeled message that I've got. Venus is, you know, sort of the love, the harmony, the abundance. I didn't even realize this when I was channeling, doing the December reading, but now just channeling that Venus is around in her energy. And then Jupiter in Taurus is about making good stuff happen, but it also helps us ground us. We're not in sort of etheric 5D flying around. Beautiful messages from spirits. Like I said, be open to receive that third week. I might call this something additional to December energy. December's energy, maybe part 2, because it's a bit more than just a day. Now, I don't know much about the Sabian symbol, but when I think of it in the degree of Capricorn, there's angelic visitations and divine messages, because I'm tying it with the energy channeling. And again, spreading that goodness, spreading even hope to others, and so that we receive the same back. I'm interested to see what this third card is. Look at that. The abundance, the manifestation, the celebration, the stability. We have the internal conflict. Where is it gone? The internal conflict on the bottom of the deck. We have the ace there, the gift from the universe. And just interested, and look, it all comes in, and go back to the card of the day, of the week, the card that really wants to bring. Tune in and listen to what you've prayed for, because you've got a direct line with source. You've got that energy. Expect an expanse in your own psychic intuitive abilities for some of you as well, and pay attention to that. It's a really important time. I feel like I want to do a channeling message for you. About being openness and heartfelt, and just pain and a bit of suffering. So I might do a message on that. Let's see. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull some tarot cards, although at the same time I'm a bit reluctant, because I mean, the tarot says it. So let's see if we get any more messages from the universe. So we're going to put our card there because it's our main one, right? Messages from the universe for us for this December. You remember I said about trying to move out of where we might have felt. I think this came up in December. We can't make decisions, but rose-tinted glasses, the Neptunian energy, and not seeing things clearly. I'm also seeing things from a single point of view, a selfish point of view. King of Pentacles has come out again, the abundant energy that we mentioned. Also, Capricorn being in the later degree of the Sabian symbol that I mentioned. The Ace of Cups, as we say that, coming from a heart-centered place. But this is receiving from the universe what you've wanted. Bottom of the deck is the Magician, and I've shuffled the manifestation. I mean, I think the tarot cards is actually confirming my channeling. Where we might have been in our head, too much in our head, overwhelmed, making decisions. I will need to go forward. I'm so overwhelmed with the decisions to go forward. The fear that I have about things, the fear of losing, the fear of, you know, not being you at home. Yeah, that's what I want to say with that. The Six of Wands, recognizing our worth, recognizing the world we live in, recognizing how it should be operating. 6 and 6. 2 6s is a beautiful energy as well. Look at that as well. It's got the bit of a Christmassy vibe going on here without the extra decor. The breakthrough of the Ace of Wands. Now, I'm not sure if that came out in reverse, so I just want to tap into it for a moment. Hang on with me. Because I feel like there's a message here of a bit of a shadow side. A shadow side of feeling the creative blocks and your mind needing to rest. That's what I feel with it. Because it could be resulting in burnout, and the need to really, with the Six of Wands, what I see is a time to bolster your faith in yourself and get inspired again for the brilliant future and creativity. And realizing as a team of humanity how we can all put together and achieve stuff, and how, you know, we can help each other. Having the right people around us when we're working on things in our life's journey, as we're going through each and every chapter of our journey and planting the seeds, so we don't feel caught up. I'm getting government energy with this. It's interesting because I think I noted it in my world predictions, and I said it's interesting that the focus right now is the Middle East and Ukraine. But I think if the Middle East didn't come up, even though Ukraine is there, this C variant or something silly come up again. And it's a form of control and distraction. At the moment, we're very distracted with everything that's going on. There's too much chaos to add additional distraction. Imagine, I think there'd be so many suicides, mental health problems. It'll be too much. Too much. And I feel there's going to be something wider around protests. Actually, I don't want to go into this right now. I think I'll go in December. But this, what I'm getting up here is actually government energy, right? And just think of the person trapped. Look at the imagery. Okay, they're playing a part. I think I will call this, but you know what? What is going to make us feel warm and shine and happy is available to us. What is going to liberate is available to us. And love, 3 6s. Everyone, 3 6s. We've got the Six of Wands, 6. And 6 is definitely a divine number. And the lovers, the choices we make that can help us feel happy, help us feel we've got that purpose, what we've been really wanting. Temperance, Sag energy, the new moon, but tempering ourselves, knowing that sometimes when we want to continue working on something, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, it's not the right energy. It's about balance. It's about taking the change, or where you're not balancing that out, balancing choices, and you could dive into either more masculine or feminine energy for some time, and then go back into the other energy if you can't keep that balance. But you can't remain in one, either control and go, or too much. Everything will come to me. I'm manifesting right now. I'm not doing any action. Can't be. The angel energy that I mentioned is present for us. The love, the happiness that is available to us. By releasing the burdens, So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this. I think I'll call it part 2 of December, because I think it's an important message. Let's see what ends up being on the title, and I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please do let me know, and I'll see you in your next one. I think there's also a pick a card reading, so you can dive into that, choose into your intuition. You might be called to one or all 3 piles, and that's why I'm keeping them short and sweet. And if you like them, I'm probably going to do more of them where it's actually a collective message for us. But I'll start off with a pick a card in case you want to tap in as a pick a card of whatever cards that come out for the collective message, and then dive into the collective message, where sometimes there's daily or weekly reads, that maybe some of your that where you subscribe to, some of them are doing. This is going to be a bit more of a pick a card and then the collective read, so look out for that. But today's or the next one will be a separate pick a card to go along with your elemental check-ins, your signs check-in, and the shorts that I do check the shorts out as well. So everyone, everything else that you need to know is always in the description box, and you can check up on the intuitive reads as well. Intuitive reads that are coming up, there's definitely tapping into Meghan Markle. I'm doing Catherine, Princess